Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of The Aftermath. My name is Ian, and as always, I'm joined by Dylan.
Yes.
It's just the two of us again, back in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
The duo. And I asked Dylan, I was like, he texted me, he's like, we're going to do the podcast, what we feeling about?
Mm.
And I was like, can we finish our Walking with Dinosaurs?
And I was like, yeah, buddy.
Because I think we had... I was like, I could have swore we had like 2 or 3 episodes left.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't sure. Sure enough, it was 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Dylan was right.
Knocked it out with a trifecta.
Yeah. I'm a bit sad that it's over.
Yeah. This would have been like, what, 3 episodes we've done for it?
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm not gonna lie. Ends on a sad note.
Yeah.
Which you I mean, obviously
You might have guessed.
You might have guessed, obviously.
With it being dinosaurs.
Yeah, Only one inevitable end, I think.
Yeah, they didn't really, they didn't make it out too well.
Make it out too well. I tried to warn them. It's like, no, run, Blake!
Run!
Get out of there!
Get underground!
Yeah, so anyways. Had a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
We started off with a bunch of flying dinosaurs.
Oh, yeah.
So,
An ornithochirus. Big old boy from the olden days.
And boy, was he wanting to get down.
Dude, it was that time of year.
He flew from one continent to the next in search. And I don't... Did he end up getting any or... Nope.
No.
Unfortunate.
He was pushed out by the younger generation.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Feels bad.
Right.
So we watched an episode where they kind of talked about a bunch of like flying dinosaurs and how long they...
Pteranodons.
Is that what they called them?
I think it was like
Tyrannosaurs?
Pterosaurs were the type. And but as far as like what they showed, those ones with the big ass fucking sail heads.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, those guys were freaky.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Yeah. They were
the flying dinosaurs kind of look a little weird because they got like the membrane wings.
Right,
I'm
bats
like,
with lizard-like heads and features.
Yeah.
Beaks every now and then.
Yeah.
Freaky.
I didn't see any pteranodons.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see any
Pterodactyls.
Pterodactyls.
Yeah.
Are they? Did they come later than them?
Well, no, I think that was in the same like period.
Okay.
I saw one that looked similar with the like pointed crest coming out the back, but it was like real small, and I don't think they put as much detail on it.
I just feel like the pterodactyl's so
iconic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. When I think of a flying dinosaur, I mean that's like number one.
Right. And I know that obviously, like we've talked about before, whenever I had played Ark, they don't have pterodactyls; they have pteranodons.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, I was just curious as to what happened.
Yep.
And if I was just misunderstanding the years in which they resided.
Yeah. I mean, they had like different types of like flying reptiles throughout each of the different eras.
Right.
But the real like cold classics we're thinking of, I think were... I mean, they had to be...
I think a pterodactyl may be like a species of... like a subsection.
Oh, like a genus?
Yeah, kind of. Because I typed in a picture, and I'm seeing a lot of different kinds, like with different head shapes and different things. So maybe my understanding of what a pterodactyl is not so rigid. Maybe it's a genus of things or something.
Yeah, sort of a catch-all.
But also, I don't know.
Yeah.
I ain't no paleontologist.
Right. I ain't no bone expert.
No bone expert. I ain't no dinosaur expert. I ain't no dino doctor.
Right. I don't know what goes where.
Yeah. This dude looks weird. Let's get rid of him. He didn't exist.
Oh, dude. If I could point to all the examples of like mismatched fossils and like bone structures they've made, some of them are fucking hilarious.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm curious now.
Oh, yeah. Look some of them up, man, if you want to laugh. Like, I don't think many of them were, like, too egregious, but there were some that I remember looking at and be like, now, how the fuck are you going to put that together and be like, yeah, this thing was real?
Okay.
Like,
Oh, buddy, no.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, man. Basically, what I'm looking at here are two very long legs that are attached together like a little teepee. There's a dinosaur head on top of it, a very long leg like a tripod holding it up, and a unicorn horn on the top of it. And I'm like, don't know what that is? That's not real.
It's like some sort of tribal mural.
Yeah. I basically see a big-ass Mothra skeleton, which is not real either. Yeah, there's a bunch of shit here. I'm not...
Because it's funny to think about, like, I can only assume they were thinking, like, well, we got to walk away with something complete.
Yeah.
And they just took two, like, different sections of fossils that they found in two separate areas and just kind of mashed them together.
Oh, gosh.
As best they could. Which is hilarious to me.
Yeah, this is definitely... Apparently, it's called a Magdeburg unicorn. The Boltanov mammoth, easily two of the most paleo reconstructions two of the worst paleo reconstructions ever.
Damn.
Ain't got no arms.
Oh.
All legs.
No arms.
Yeah, no arms, all legs, big ass horn. Yeah, anyway.
Damn.
Okay, yeah.
That's a cryptid.
That's a cryptid for sure. That shit looks bad. But anyway, so yeah, we've rounded out this little series, and it's been I've enjoyed learning about if it may be a bit weird, and not totally factual. I've been interested in learning more about dinosaurs and have a little bit of a romp back through my childhood a little bit.
Oh, for sure.
About, we've talked about this the past couple episodes. It's been pretty fun. And there are some interesting moments throughout these episodes where like you can tell like this was filmed on like a really like late 90s camera, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because
what did you call it? Noise?
Yeah. So in camera technology, whenever you're dealing with like super low light conditions, there's a way you can digitally enhance the brightness in the camera, and when you do that, it adds a lot of noise, which is kind of like it's almost like grain, like static, like kind of like as like overlaid the picture.
Yeah,
you'll notice this like sometimes with cell phones. Cameras now have gotten better at it because they can digitally enhance it better without introducing a lot of noise. But once you start dealing with cameras like DSLRs or cameras from, late 90s, early 2000s, there's like a couple of settings you can change to make the image brighter. And one of those three is ISO, which is how you digitally enhance it. So a lot of times, even if like you open up the lens, you shoot real fast, you can make it brighter, but sometimes you need to give it a little bit more. There's a couple of times where we watched a few scenes and I was like, ooh, buddy, that shit is noisy image. Yeah. So anyways, wasn't too bad, but I definitely got a kick out of it.
Yeah.
They're filming the Aurora Borealis and I was like, oof, I could take a better picture or a video with that right now with my phone.
If I showed that to past folk, they'd be like, what is this sorcery?
Right. But yeah, so we got our first glimpse at a couple of interesting creatures and like throughout the next few episodes. The second to last episode focused on the little guys. I was like, kind of like a little bit of filler content.
Yeah,
I liked the flying one, and of course we rounded out the series with the T-Rex,
the climax of the Cretaceous,
of course.
And
so the Go ahead. Sorry.
If there is one dinosaur that I will forever tout as one of my all times, it's got to be the Tyrannosaurus.
Really? Okay.
Just the biggest, meanest motherfucker.
Yeah. I didn't realize how ornery they were.
Oh yeah.
It kind of makes them unlikable for me.
Damn.
Just a little bit. Like I mean,
ain't called Tyrant Lizard King.
I know. But it just feels
ornery.
Yeah, they're ornery. Like I get that. I knew they were like predators and stuff, but once I realized like now again, obviously it's probably all speculation.
Right, this is just their interpretation of the beast.
Yes. If it is to be believed, to have the female be so needy to reproduce, and And then, of course, like the stereotype, or at least that this is following this series, involves the male having to court the woman by catching food because the females are bigger and require more food and all that kind of stuff. Right. So you have to like just
the
this
way they rationalize it is that if you don't bring some food, she might just fucking eat you.
Yeah.
Not in the good way.
Right. And so it's like,
man.
So not only is she down bad, but then you also have to provide food, and then you get the opportunity
to maybe, hopefully,
yeah.
if she's in a good mood by the end of her meal.
And then, of course, once she's like had her fill of you, she will chase you off, and if not, then she will also eat you. And I was like, this is just a really toxic relationship.
Yep. Once it's time for the egg laying and the baby's on the way, you got to go.
My male T-Rexes need to stand up for themselves. If she's going to be out here threatening to eat you and chase you off, she needs to be catching her own food. If she wants to reproduce that bad, then she needs to start sharing her, pulling her weight around.
Ladies, you got to step up. Come on.
I'm just saying. And then not only that is like once she's done with you, she's going to kick you to the curb. Yep. Absolutely not. Have some self-worth, my man.
It's mean in these streets for a tyrant lizard king.
Find you a tyrant lizard woman who will treat you right and love you.
Yep.
And not freaking throw you out.
Or throw you out at a reasonable time.
Exactly. Right. Anyways, I was like, dang, dude.
At the very least, not eat you.
And then, of course, it was like I could even brush past some of that because I know, I know in the animal kingdom, black
shit
widows
like that just happens.
Eat their husbands after, eat their mate after, whatever. I know that it's some pretty mean streets out there. I get that. But the part where, so I was like, I may be able to forgive that. The part that I couldn't forgive that made me circle back and go, no, actually, you know what? Stand up for yourself, was the fact that she was like, later on, they're like, out of a clutch of 12 eggs, she made
three.
Right. And then the runt of the litter gets chased off by the other two. And then she's like, she's going to abandon them after 2 to 3 months, which is probably normal. But she's like, but if not, she may just view them as food at a certain point and eat them. Yeah. And I'm like,
crazy.
Okay. First, you're going to chase off the man. That's fine. Do what you got to do, whatever. But eating the kids, okay. Now you're the problem.
Right. I remember I've seen similar instances with some actual birds.
Yeah.
I remember I can't remember if it's an albatross, but if whenever the designated parent over the roost comes back and the chick is not in the nest, it won't regard it as its own. So if you're not in the nest, your mom or pa ain't gonna take care of you, and you're gonna die. Right. It's crazy.
Yeah, and like I said, I know that I'm being a bit facetious and playing it up a little bit, but I definitely thought it was funny. Where it's even if we're to speculate as that's factual, I was I was willing to suspend my disbelief a little bit and be like, okay, chase off the man, whatever, it's no big deal. Yeah. But the second she was like, at a certain point, if they haven't figured shit out, she's just gonna eat the babies too. I was like, no, this bitch is the problem.
Yeah, that is fucking wild.
Yeah. Woe is me! I can't find a mate. I can't find children. I can't birth children because you're eating them and you're chasing them off. You're the problem. So, anyways, I was having fun with that. Yeah. I was joking. This is all a joke. I'm joking. It's all in jest. I'm playing.
Indeed.
If you're offended by that, you're probably the problem.
Right. It ain't that
deep. I'm joking.
The fictional T-Rex ain't gonna fuck you, bro.
Oh man, yeah. So, anyways, like I said, the other episodes I think were pretty interesting. I like the fact that we got a glimpse at. I forgot, obviously, in the second episode we watched where they were talking about dinosaurs closer to was it the Antarctic, the South Pole?
Yeah, the South Pole.
Yeah, they were kind of talking about areas down there, and before it was all an ice cap. There was actually lush forests and stuff like that. And I didn't think about this fact until after we got into the episode. There was 4 months or so where it was daytime all the time.
Yeah.
And then there was a couple of months of all dark all the time.
Pitch black.
Which makes sense for that area of the world. I didn't think about that. And
South Pole timetables ain't nothing to fuck with.
Yeah. Anyways, it was interesting to see some new creatures I've never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
The freaking broadhead lizard creature thing.
The dickhead.
Yeah, that dude looked real weird.
My God. You see, the funny thing is, I think I could have sworn I remember seeing a big-ass salamander that someone found somewhere. I can't remember
Okay, let's see.
exactly what it was. But I just remember it being a picture like some dude holding this huge fucking thing. Like, oh, man.
Let's see. Salamander found.
Big.
Big
salamander.
A massive Chinese giant salamander estimated to be over 200 years old was found in a cave.
Damn, bro.
I want to pronounce that, but it's going to sound racist. I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. The Q in Chinese makes the chi sound, I think, or makes the ch sound.
I think.
You're right. That's what I'm saying. So I think that's what it. Or I think it's the chi sound, or key, or anyway, it's
one of those.
It's Chongqing.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Chongqing, China.
Jesus.
Is what I think it is. So I just it sounds right. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So I was like, I stopped myself because I was like, that can't be right.
Oops.
That can't be right.
Like, is this real?
Yeah.
This can't be real.
Hold on. I'm curious.
Do they know?
Yeah. Come on.
That's gotta be.
Yeah. What is this?
This is bait.
QI.
This is bait.
This is bait. This
my
has
downfall.
to be QI sound in. Yes, chi. Okay,
Yeah. Well, there you have it. It's not racist.
Well, I mean, it may still be. The Q sound makes. Yeah. I think it makes the sh or the ch sound, or at least if it's. Anyways, yeah. So that's. Anyways, to move past that,
that's enough bootleg Chinese.
You're right. Weighing roughly 104 pounds and measuring at 4.5 feet in length.
God damn.
This was a critically endangered species, often called a living fossil, is the world's largest amphibian.
Wow.
I want to see a picture of this bad boy.
Let me see.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like our buddy.
Take a look. Holy shit. Yeah, that's him.
That's him.
Like big fat ass tail.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He does look a lot like the other guy that we're talking about.
Wow.
Just so that way you can verify. Go ahead and pronounce that for me.
Yeah, no, that's totally... Wow.
I stopped myself because right. I was like, was found in Chongqing.
Oh no!
In a Chongqing cave. I was like, okay. I was like, it can't be.
Oh my God! Oh, I'm sorry. That's really fucking funny.
All right.
Holy shit!
Anybody want to fact check me? You can look it up.
Fact-ching.
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
So yeah, anyways.
Gotta cut myself off.
Yeah.
It's getting too dangerous.
It's getting too dangerous. We're having a little too much fun with this. Yeah. So, anyways, I had yeah, he's like and in the show he's like a big salamander. He's got a big old head, little body,
fattest head you've ever seen.
Really sus.
Jesus Christ!
There's a moment where he was swimming in the water
through the water.
Yeah,
and we just see his silhouette.
Yeah. It looks like a big sperm.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Anybody's ever seen like an anatomy book or like the picture of what it looks like? He had his arms and his legs like up against his body, like doing like the kind of, in the water flowing thing. And I was like, buddy,
come on, man.
you looking awfully weird, man.
I hate to tell you this, dude, but you look like you're
yeah, you look definitely sus.
You look like the twinkle in somebody's eye, okay? That's all I'm gonna say.
And I love the fact that also, like, during the colder months, he had to get out of his summer river spot to go, like, walk into the forest to go to like, this other area. And he, like, walks so slow and he just, like,
he just waddles about.
And I was like, my goodness, man.
I've never seen a more lethargic, disgusting creature.
He's all slick and wet. And I'm like, oh, gross, man. Yeah. But anyways, it was a interesting couple episodes.
Oh, yeah. Got to see an Allosaurus absolutely fucking myrtleize.
Oh.
One of the little chickadees.
Yeah, dude. and grabbed that went
just fucking screaming its head off. Like, damn.
There's a couple times in this episode where we had a couple of like hilarious moments where, like, again, just like with anything with Godzilla.
Oh God, yeah.
The monster opening their mouth and and screaming.
Yeah.
Here's Dylan and I going, help!
Help me!
Just imagine this puppet opening its mouth and just hearing us go, ah!
At one point, there's like these two allosaurs. One of them is like feeding on a corpse. The other is waltzing right on over. and I'm playing it up like, what is that I smell? Carrion, perhaps a cadaver.
Yes, can I have a bite of your meat?
He's just moseying on over, and I'm like, might I have a nibble?
Yes.
Might you share with me a bite?
Please.
And then it cuts to the other one. He turns and just like screeches at him. I go, bah! Bah! And then it cuts back, and I'm like, what? And it goes,
he does it a second time. He comes back over to the same thing. He goes, bah! And I was like, dude, you can't.
Like, it's it's hilarious. I don't know what about it tickled me so much. Just the fact that you have this prim and proper beast.
Would you mind if I take
trying
a
to
bite?
make conversation?
Sucking into me.
And then it's just a normal ass dinosaur.
Yeah.
Get away from me!
Yeah. Crazy. I love it. Oh man,
I beg your pardon.
Yeah, are you talking to me? They're crazy.
Oh
yeah,
Jesus.
And of course, as we said before, the last episode focused on the T-Rex and a couple other dinosaurs as well, and
the Ankylosaurus.
Yeah,
the big back with the big whack.
Oh,
dude,
ooh,
I fucking love those fuckers.
Yeah,
living tanks.
That was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just touch on the ending there for a second.
Yeah.
The children are like the children T-Rexes are teasing a snake, which I think is crazy.
Goofing around.
Yeah, playing around. And the Ankylosaurus
all of a sudden
up.
an M1 Abrams just moseys on in.
And they try and I love that. Like I always love the fact that they blame these creatures defending themselves like he had a small brain.
Right.
I was like,
not very bright.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. You originally introduced this character of the Ankylosaurus as one that was specifically evolved to potentially defend himself from big predators, such as the T-Rex.
Right.
So
the club.
Exactly. You say that, and then you throw this little slight jab where, like, he's moseying around.
He has a very small brain.
Yeah. And they said that after the fact where he's moseying around, didn't realize that he moseyed into the territory of the female, of the mother T-Rex. Mother T-Rex gets up and shows herself, and then he gets defensive, and he's like, and he stands
the position.
He assumes because he has a small brain. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Here we go.
I'm pretty sure he was bred for this.
Right. It's his purpose.
Yeah.
It's what he's made for.
You got a big bitch coming over here trying to threaten him. He's like, oh, no, you don't.
No.
Yeah. No. Dude, I don't know. I was just
it's so fucking funny.
They threw a jab at his intelligence, and I was like.
They did the same thing with the Stegosaurus.
I know.
And any of those fuckers with weaponed tails.
Yeah, they're like, he has a small brain for his size, so he didn't know to run away. And I was like, why would he?
He's a tough motherfucker.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure everyone else should be scared of him.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, so again, and then of course, as you'd imagine, Mama Bear gets too close, and he whacks her one good time in the femur. Apparently,
busts that shit.
And of
wide
course,
open.
they're in the. It's obviously again, it's all the documentary stuff. So like her femur was broken and internal bleeding. I was like, holy shit,
damn,
my man clocked her hard.
Yep.
It's the fuck away from me. Yeah. And then of course, then that's when he backs off. And I was like, you didn't question his intelligence then after he threw the first punch.
Motherfucker still won.
Yeah. He throws one good punch and he's like, I'm out of here.
Brawn over brawn. Dumb over dumber.
But yeah, so he ends up moseying off, being like, yeah, I did my thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course, they try and make it out to like be a little bit sad, where they're like, as the mother like wanders off, you hear her wails in pain
right
over the sky or whatever, and of course she like walks off into this like
the next shot we see she's dead on the ground.
She's dead, and the children are waiting. They're like, "Mom, get up! Yeah, get up! I'm hungry." They brushed the runt under the litter. He wasn't even that small.
He made one appearance and then he was gone.
Yeah. And they're like the runt's nowhere to be found if he wasn't
assumedly dead.
Yeah, if he wasn't eaten by his siblings. And I was like,
God damn,
this is a really like a brother eat brother out here, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm. The law of the prehistory,
right? When you got ample food everywhere, is what it seemed like. You have little critters running around everywhere, and you couldn't attack one of them. Nah, let's eat our brother before mom eats us.
Right.
And then, but anyways, they're sitting there all like, no, our mom's dead.
Mama.
They try and like pull the heartstrings, be like, they're just waiting for her to get up.
Yep. Expectedly.
Yeah. But just know that this will be the end, not only for the mom, but for every
fucking thing ever.
Everyone.
So saith the big rock.
Yeah. And of course, the big rock does in fact hit.
Mm-hmm.
And it lights
the bright
up the sky.
flash, followed by the screeches of the damned.
Dude,
holy shit, dude! Followed by the oncoming wave of death.
The thing is, like, it makes sense the way they describe it because that's exactly how it would work.
Yeah,
or scientifically, the thing hits the planet, hits Earth, lights up the sky, bright white.
Mm-hmm.
And the light from the explosion fades out as you would probably experience the shockwave of sound, which I was like, that makes sense, obviously. Mm-hmm. And then you have like the force of like physical matter, like the shockwave itself, like not the sound wave, but like the impact wave, whatever that's called. And dude, there's a moment when like the impact wave comes through and like the two little ones go,
they just fly right off immediately.
They're gone.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Oh man.
Oh,
poor little bastards.
And it starts raining lava or something, raining hot rocks. And I was like, bruh, that's terrifying.
Yeah. Hell on earth.
Crazy. Welcome to hell.
Welcome to die.
Yeah. So I'm curious. It said there's like a bunch of meteor showers that took place beforehand, which is interesting to like, what ended up the big one that ended up hitting Earth. Was there a couple of? Was it just one back then? They theorized they did it, or was it a couple of them that did it? I thought it was just one.
I believe it's just the one.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah,
that's what the Chicxulub impact was.
Yeah, the biggest, the largest crater.
Right.
Yeah. At least that's one of the working theories.
Right. I wonder what what. I don't know, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then, of course, obviously, they talked about the fact that, like, was it 70% of life died?
I think 65%.
65%.
Yeah.
That's crazy, too. The fact that, like, that happened and almost everything died, but some things didn't.
Yeah.
And, like, what did that look like? Because I think, wasn't that when, like, the first ice age happened? Was after that?
I'm pretty sure,
or was that? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Or not long after that, or whatever.
Fairly a good while.
Yeah. Which makes sense. Ash reigned forever.
And it got real chilly.
Yeah, right. Blacked out the sun. Yeah. So anyways.
That's nuts.
Right. I didn't look this up, but I was going to as we get into the episode. But I was curious as to why did T-Rexes, like, why do they evolve to have short arms?
Why him's got so small?
Yeah, why you arms so small? Likely evolved small arms to avoid accidental amputation during chaotic pack feeding. What?
Interesting.
As their massive bone-crushing heads and jaws took over the role of primary weapons. As their skulls grew larger to maximize bite force, smaller arms helped with weight balance while likely remaining useful for close-range tasks or mating.
Well, grippers.
Yeah.
Gotta hold you steady, babe. Hang on.
Yeah. Hold on a second.
Oh, my God.
I want you getting away from me.
That's hilarious.
I was just wondering. The reason I was saying that was that I understand how like they would evolve. I see the direction of like evolving from 4 legs to like being able to stand up on 2 legs, and then them evolving
basically
to
just being a big mouth with legs.
Oh, right. But I didn't know why. Like I didn't know. I also don't know evolution that well. I was going to say like I don't know why those wouldn't just evolve out.
Yeah.
Like if you never use them, is that? But also I don't know if that's how evolution works. Where they just would evolve to not have arms at that point,
right?
Or they would just be. All right. I was curious. I guess I'm saying all this because I was curious if they were like vestibular arms, like they didn't have any. They never used them or didn't. Yeah. But they were still there.
It may have been that. They were like on the way out, maybe. At least that's my guess.
Despite the size, the arms were very muscular and might have been used for grasping mates, is what it's saying, assisting the animals in rising from the ground or for close range maneuvers.
Yeah, I'd imagine it would be kind of cumbersome to get up.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah. You got these little arms. Yeah. Damn. Oh, I was just curious about it because, like I said, you look at a T-Rex.
It's definitely an oddity,
right?
But man, talk about iconic.
Yeah, crazy.
Mm-hmm. It's really I don't think about it often because it's so intrinsic to the animal.
Right.
That I can't really separate the two. But as soon as I like start to think about it more, it's like, man, what the?
They're little.
That's weird.
They're small.
So your arms are so small.
Yeah. And that's what I meant was I was like, well, like in some depictions of them, they look bigger. Mm-hmm. I think partially to make them look more uniform or look cooler, I guess. Right. Now, again, I don't know how scientifically factual, but like you look at some renderings of a T-Rex, and not only are they like short, but they're also like kind of scrawny too. Yeah. So you start looking at them, and you're like, bro, these shits look like you ain't gonna do nothing.
Why you skip arm day forever?
Yeah, right. Some of these renderings, like again, if they fell over, I could understand those arms potentially helping them push up. But there's one render right here where like these bitches look like they're tiny, like that guy, like you know what I'm saying? Like that ain't doing nothing. Oh. But you look at one like this, and he's got like some beef on him. Where you're like, okay,
that's a little better,
right? You look at one of these guys, and you're like, okay, like that's pretty small.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
I love him.
Right,
look at him.
Yeah, just a little guy.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, right. So, anyways. I love also the idea of like they potentially weren't all just like scales or like lizard skin.
Had some feathers.
They potentially had feathers and stuff, which is like kind of
getting more credence to the avian relation.
Yeah. T-Rex with feathers. Let's see. Yeah, buddy.
Let's see. Look at that. A fine mane on that boy.
And at that point, it's like, oh my God, what the hell? Holy shit, God. That's terrifying.
Okay, yeah, I've seen that thing before. I don't know what it's from.
Yeah.
But it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah. I don't know what. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
This also makes it feel more like a chicken.
Yeah. Remember,
look at
who
this.
You are.
Yeah, look at this. The potential
of puffball.
Yeah. He had.
Oh my
he
God.
Had feathers and shit.
Jesus.
That's actually crazy too. To think that like the muscular, like lean looking, is just like a naked chicken.
Yeah.
Which you look at like a chicken or a turkey and like, oh, that's actually smaller, but the feathers give it so much of like much mass.
Yeah.
So to think that like that a T-Rex was just this like fluffy ass bitch, crazy.
It makes me think like another possibility is that maybe the arms just held like possibly vibrant feathers used for courtship.
There you go.
In some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
But,
that's crazy. I don't know. I just was curious about it. As we're watching this, we're looking over it again. I was like, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
We make these T-Rexes out to be so scary, but what if they were just, what if they were just birds
with a toothy maw?
Yeah, right. What if T-Rex was bird?
Right. What if T-Rex but fluffy?
What if T-Rex but big bird?
Oh, dude, you want to see something? You want to see some crazy shit?
Uh-oh.
Look up old school paleo art.
Oh, gosh.
Like ancient artist renditions of dinosaurs and shit, man. That is some scary shit. I remember seeing some of these and I was like, that, what were they thinking?
I'm not sure if I have. This looks old school. But,
oh
my!
Oh yeah, dude.
What is that?
The old
why
school
your
like
arms?
long neck with the side facing legs.
Yeah, why your arms look like that, buddy?
The upright T-Rex with the
Hell
tail
yeah.
dragging across the floor. Oh my god, dude!
Holy
I loved
shit.
those fuckers.
Like that looks scary.
Yeah,
with the
horrific.
red eyes. Yeah,
Mhm.
right.
It definitely accentuated the beast factor.
Yeah,
Made them shits into monsters.
yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. The ones I'm thinking of are like old, like black and white. Like, yeah, those.
Okay.
Like that shit right there, dude. Ooh,
Yeah, that is. Why?
freaky.
Why your eyes doing that? What in the world?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is some scary shit.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, dude.
Why is he standing
With
like
the
that?
thunderbolt. That motherfucker's aura farming.
Yeah. This is like a dinosaur, but like it's lightning outside,
Yeah.
thunder clouds, and my man's standing straight up.
What?
Why?
What you looking
am
at?
I so numb? I
Oh
can't
my
feel
God.
it. He's hard.
Oh,
That shit goes
dude.
hard as hell.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Man.
Somebody made this little short involving that style that I want to show you after this.
Okay.
But man, freaky stuff.
That's cool stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, how our views on some of that stuff has changed over history.
yeah.
We've talked about that
It's
past
crazy.
couple episodes ago when we were looking into it. It gets pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I love how you also kind of mentioned how you had this like irrational fear of like streaks in the sky.
Oh yeah.
Because like
Yeah, no, it might have actually been like the root cause of that fear.
yeah,
Because whenever I was younger, I watched the shit out of this fairly
Yes.
often. And as soon as the final episode rolls around and they see those little fucking meteors in the sky,
just
I'm like,
as white little streaks in the sky.
oh god,
Yeah,
everything's gonna blow up tomorrow.
yeah.
And and for whatever reason, because I was already afraid of like natural disasters.
Yeah. And also national
Right.
disaster.
Not only pertaining to my country, mind you.
yeah, right.
But it was partly because of like the emergency weather service, like
Oh,
tests.
Oh my
That
god,
would
dude.
show up
Always
with that horrific
terrifying.
ass like droning and beeping. God, you
It got
always
your-
think something
it
is
got-
wrong
It
after
got your
that thing
attention.
came on.
Yeah.
But yeah. Every time I would see like contrails in the sky from like a jet or some shit, it would scare the shit out of me, and I would run home like, Mom and Dad, we're gonna die.
Yeah.
Oh, it was ridiculous.
Yeah. That's crazy. But also like I get where you're coming from.
I mean, shit, yeah.
There was a
I
couple
feel like
times
anybody would be
Yeah,
appropriately scared.
there was a couple times where like especially because of where we live at, like, you know, Louisiana gets dealt with some hurricanes pretty
Mhm.
often. So I think this is most places that have any kind of natural disaster. You only go through one or two of them, and of course, if you're a younger kid, you're kind of like, oh,
Yeah.
so like
You're gonna be on edge for a
yeah,
while.
the second you experience one or two bad ones, like anytime there's even like a little threat of one, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least that's what I did, you know.
Yeah.
So I
Definitely
didn't.
felt that way for
I never
a
had.
while.
I never had anything like super catastrophic happen between me and my family, but like I had friends or like near miss scenarios where like a tree would
yeah.
fall and like something like
Oh.
some scary shit would happen like
Yeah.
that, where it's like it's still nothing to play with.
You
but
start
it's-
looking through a jaunt in the woods differently.
Right.
after that.
Yeah. Or again, anytime the weather gets real bad like that, where everyone's like, "Hey, everyone,
Yeah.
hunker down." You're like, "Oh my goodness, that's scary."
Yeah.
So yeah.
Not something I want to go through.
Oh yeah, no, not again. But obviously, that's how nature works.
Mm-hmm.
Can't really choose some of that stuff.
She don't give a fuck.
Yeah, right. But yeah, so anyways, it's to look back on this, and I never really thought about meteors falling from the sky when I was younger. But
it's happened recently, like a couple small
Oh,
ones
yeah.
here and there.
yeah,
I remember seeing the footage of that one. What was it in Russia?
yes,
That came
yes,
streaking down. That was wild.
it was.
That was just a small one.
Yes,
Thankfully, our atmosphere and the moon keep
Yes.
most of those at bay without much issue.
Dude, speaking of
The moon.
Artemis II,
We back.
we back. We're on the backside.
Mm-hmm. The dark side.
Yeah.
Dark on the rock.
Dark on the rock, dude. Oh, my God.
Oh, I wouldn't want to do that, man. That's scary as fuck.
I think they
Being
found
on the dark side of the celestial body.
I think they found like a crater. Dylan went.
Don't you fucking dare.
Dylan smiled and I said, "I think they found it," and he just immediately stone faced like,
Found what?
Yeah. They found him.
Alien.
Yeah. What was
a creature.
Was it Evangelion? What was it that was like hiding on the dark side of the moon?
Oh,
It was a number of things. No. What was the moon turned out to be?
The fucking anti-spiral system.
Yes.
Yeah, dude, from Gurren Lagann.
You're on the backside of the moon. The moon has
turns into a fucking doomsday device with a death face.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
But also
haunted.
Hilarious. Moon's haunted. The moon is definitely haunted.
Yeah. Moon's going to fucking kill you.
I told it to my friend of mine. We were all talking and chatting up over dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And he chimes in, and because we're talking, I was like, "Oh man, Artemis II," and I was like, "You know what they figured out?" and he was like, "Moon's not real," and I was like, "No, it's definitely real, but it is haunted." And,
No.
but like I think they found like a big crater on the dark side of the moon.
Something sizable.
Yeah, like I don't think it's anything like too crazy. Let's see, dark side of the moon.
I could like how are they moseying around? Are they actually like moving around on the moon on foot?
No. So I think this mission was to the whole point of this mission
Just to pass
was
by?
I think to pass by the backside of the moon.
Okay.
So I think we've gone to the moon and we've landed on the moon, but we've never I think like taken or I don't know the real like what we have and haven't done yet, but I think this is what I do know is that they are going the furthest any human beings have gone. I think in history,
right?
Like in a spacecraft.
Past
so
our,
yeah.
Local.
Right. So I think that they're going. I think they've gone from Earth and they're wrapping around the moon, but they're going, like I said, the farthest out, and they're viewing the backside of the moon and getting a bunch of like I think photography and a bunch of stuff from it.
Yeah.
And again at that point, at that apex, they will be the farthest humans have ever gone from Earth or whatever, and then they're also going to come back around and then land. I think so. They just now crossed back over that threshold now. And I think they got some.
That's
so
crazy.
far they've got some good pictures of like all kinds of stuff.
Really?
Yeah. As they were before they actually hit the moon, they got like to I think like the halfway point and took a picture of Earth, a very big picture of Earth, and it's super cool because you can look at like the top, like when you're looking at Earth, at like the top on this side of the picture.
Yeah.
There's
you
this.
Can see the curvature.
Oh no! It's again. They're far from Earth, so like you see the entire Earth.
Damn.
And it's a whole. It's like it's a globe.
Yeah.
But as you see on like the curve of
not
of the
flat.
Earth, yeah, not flat. In the curvature of like the top of the photo right here, there's these green lights that are at like the top of the Earth, and it's the
aurora borealis.
Yeah, but you're seeing it from space.
That's awesome,
dude. It's really cool. And so they're getting pictures like that where like they got some big pictures of like Earth, and I think they got
oh wow,
the picture of the backside of the moon.
Damn.
Yeah, so it looks
got
different.
a bit of a dark spot.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that there's like a few big craters here that I think that they may have found like stuff on or what or may have found interesting that discoveries,
bits of cool space junk.
Exactly. So,
dude.
Yeah, I don't.
Speaking of space,
dude, yeah.
This, funnily enough, ties into another little docu-series I want to show you.
Okay.
Called Alien Planet.
We talked about this.
Yes, we did.
We did.
And man, that's gonna freak you out.
I believe it
because it freaked the shit out of me.
Okay.
Oh man. But it has some of the coolest like alien designs. I can't remember who the artist, what his name is, but he does some fantastic shit.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pull this picture up right quick because I'm gonna try and get. So as you can see, this is the picture I was talking about.
Oh yeah,
it's a very big. This is the new picture of Earth that they got. But
that
you look
beautiful.
Look at that.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I know, right?
Holy shit!
Because I think this is a portion of Africa, I believe, or something.
Yeah,
or I could be wrong. Or that's Australia, maybe. I don't remember where it is. But anyways, regardless, you see at like the top part of it, there's just this beautiful, like green glow.
Like a thin layer.
Yeah, right up around the curvature. And I think it's on, if you look at it, I think that actually is potentially either the south, I think it's the North Pole, potentially. I don't know the orientation from what's where, but it is like, because of how our globe rotates, it is, above one of the poles, which is,
That's rad.
Yeah, I was like, I saw that. I saw it on Instagram. Like, I saw the high resolution picture of it, and I was like, dude, that is crazy. And then I zoomed into it. I was like, what? Oh,
No
the Northern Lights
way.
right there, dude. I love that.
That is the coolest.
Dude, space is both scary and
terrifying.
And cool. But yeah.
I want to go up there one day safely. And survive and come back and still live. I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Man, and it's also, you look at that picture and you see Earth, all of its water and clouds and everything.
In all its majesty.
Yeah, and you're like, dude.
Fuck.
We're potentially one of the only rocks out here like that.
I hope we aren't, man, honestly.
Yeah.
That would suck. It'd be cool. The stars are ours to claim, but damn.
Yeah. The crazy thing too is like you look at like the difference. I don't know if it's just the camera quality or what, or how the. Oh my gosh, I hate this.
Yeah,
I'm trying to click on like different things and click on these images, and in the process, I keep going to these like news websites, which are the absolute worst because they're like,
here's shitty tabloid ones.
Here's 5 billion ads.
Yep.
Here's the picture from 1972.
Oh yeah,
and here's the picture from
that
2026.
One all over the place.
Yeah, and that's this most recent one that I just showed you.
Damn, dude.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, man, it's crazy to see that. But yeah, yeah. So,
wow,
some cool shit. I think the whole expedition is supposed to be 10 days, and they're going to be getting a bunch of information, a bunch of stuff, and
sweet.
Yeah, and I think this is also going to, I could be wrong, but I think this also may be the beginnings of a mission of like trying to establish a moon base of some kind, potentially the dark side of the moon.
That'd be cool.
Or whatever, so that way you can like, because I think this is like the potential to eventually get to Mars better.
So if that happens within our lifetime, that's going to be fucking miraculous.
Yeah. Supposedly, I think because of the way the moon works, I'm speaking out my butt here, so like, please take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. I'm not a scientist, but I think that there are, because of the way the moon like doesn't have like a full spin, how it rotates.
Yeah,
there's aspects of the dark side of the moon that does get sun sometimes, but there are craters that don't get moon,
no light,
that don't get sunlight, and because there's no atmosphere, what they're saying is that potentially on the backside of the moon, if any kind of meteor that has any kind of water on it or ice of any kind was to fall on the moon's surface, because there's no atmosphere and the sun's there, it just evaporates upon impact or up. Whenever it hits, it doesn't take much for the water to evaporate because of the sun. But what they're saying is there's a potential that like if there's craters that don't see any sunlight at all, if any water was present in those comets or whatever meteors, whatever would hold water, that there's a potential that there could be frozen water on the moon on like the backside, on like the, on these craters that don't get any sunlight. Because there is a potential it could stay frozen because of the vacuum of space or whatever. Yeah. So there's also that kind of stuff where they're like, maybe, but I'm doubtful. But, it's cool. Who knows? Until you go poking around and find out. Who knows?
I ain't going there.
Yeah, I ain't finding out.
I ain't stepping into the pitch black crater of never light.
Nope. It's definitely haunted.
It's gonna be.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
I don't want to go.
Yeah. Dude, imagine. You go to the moon and it's just.
No, I don't want it.
Yeah. Like no,
thank you.
Yep.
Reminds me of the ambient noises that would play in the first Mass Effect.
Oh,
if you go to the moon. Ooh, God.
You can go like to Earth's moon?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. There's a mission that takes place there.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. I remember if you go to one specific point where
oh no.
If it's like you're able to like look out upon like the horizon of the moon where there's nothing and there's like just pitch black and you'll hear something and you look and there's nothing there and I'm like,
oh,
I don't want to be here anymore. Normandy, come pick me up.
Normandy Black. Joker, pick me up. yeah. Dude, yeah. There's like, I don't know.
Yeah. Have you ever heard like some of the sounds they've captured from space?
A little bit, yeah.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
It's poopy and I hate it.
I think I've heard sounds of what Venus sounds like or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like,
one of the planets. And I'm not a fan. Don't want
you for the first, and I could be wrong. I'm saying the first time because it sounded like you didn't hear this before, but I keep in Helldivers, I turn the music down either off sometimes or I keep it really low. And so a lot of times on certain biomes, there will be this weird like kind of sound that'll happen. And it's like, it sounds like wildlife, but not really.
Yeah. And if it is, you don't see it.
You don't see it. Yeah. It's not around.
And
so it's not on every map, but there's certain biomes where like you'll be walking around and it'll be quiet and you'll hear this like way off in the distance. It kind of makes this sound. Yeah, and so like there's a couple of times where like I watched a video on YouTube of like someone said like, if you play Helldivers right, it is a horror game. And I was like, okay. And they like went on to one of the swamp planets, turned off the music, turned off most of their HUD, and did like a commando mission, which is like the sneak missions. And they started crawling around and they started like hearing things in the brush of like, because the swamp planet does have those like sounds in it.
Yeah.
Especially because one of the biomes I think is called a haunted swamp.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I think it's the dark one. It's like there's like a regular swamp and then there's like one that's like it's a decayed swamp.
Yeah, and like almost kind of stormy.
Yeah. I think that's called a haunted swamp biome.
Oh.
Yeah. And it makes
I do not.
Dude, and so whenever you turn off all the music stuff and like you just have like the sound effects, like you'll not only hear patrols, but you start hearing other stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, nope. No. That same biome that I was on, it was called Virilia. Virilia has a city called Sequium, and if you go there at night, it gets very dark. It gets very dark, and sometimes it also rains. And I had my brightness turned a little too far down. I think I bumped it up now, so it's probably better. But there was a point in time where like the brightness was too far down, and it was very dark.
Could not see a fucking thing in front of me.
I've
had missions like that.
I had to have a flashlight to be able to see in front of me of what was going on.
Ugh.
But
that is straight up a recipe for horror on the squid maps.
Yes, but I was on a bot map, and I would say it's also a horror because I round the corner, and all of a sudden, all I saw was the red eye. The red, and I heard the like the sound they made, and I was like, "Oh my God!" I was like, "Holy shit, this is crazy!" Yeah, I'm running, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, but I also do like the new squid missions. With the appropriators.
Oh, yeah.
With like the big...
That shit's fucking cool.
Lightning spire. It's pretty fun.
Yeah. Skulking these ancient ruins.
Bruh. It's fun.
Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Very purple.
Very purple. Very nice. But yeah, so it's been pretty fun. But I'm excited to play some more of like those other maps that they got. And there's like a couple new ones. They're trying to do some like cyborg stuff too, which is pretty cool too. But I don't know when Artemis II is supposed to come back around, but I think it's going to be in a few days. They're going to probably come back around.
I would hope so.
Yeah. There was a moment, I think it was like a day or two ago, that like they had described it so well, is that they used enough thrust to get out of like a certain pull of gravity. But it gets to a point where because of where they were at, they we're still technically falling towards Earth. So it's like, so you're going up, and like if the moon wasn't there or like wasn't in their trajectory path, they would have eventually like
just made a full spin.
Did like a wrap back around, because they were still inside the Earth's gravitational field, where like you could still get orbited back around and potentially coordinate yourself back to Earth.
Yeah.
But I think it was like a day or two ago they hit the gravitational field of the moon. So they're like, they cross this threshold,
almost like a figure 8 type deal.
Yeah. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing.
Right.
So they went from this way from Earth, and then they're going towards the moon here, and they're going to go around like this, and then of course as it passes, they're going to go and then hopefully hit Earth in a figure 8 pattern. Yeah. But there was a certain point where they crossed that threshold mark where they're like, we are no longer falling. We're no longer falling towards Earth anymore, but we're being pulled by the moon. Where it's like we're now falling towards the moon. Yeah. Where it's like, again, if we don't touch anything, we don't do anything or coordinate ourselves in a way, we're actively being pulled towards the moon now. And I was like, oh, dude, that's
fucking wild.
It's crazy. So it's been interesting to kind of. I haven't been like super like I haven't been looking into all the details, like, but I've definitely been checking in here and there and seeing what they're saying. So
yeah. It's cool.
It's cool.
And I hope it's the start of many new missions of this nature.
Yeah.
I just want us to get into space so bad.
Yeah. I would like for us to get into space and it not be a private equity thing, or like a private, like,
that'd be wonderful.
I would like for it to be, something that is more.
You don't want it to end up like the Earth sphere type deal.
Dude. I just know that like the problem is that like I think that like there's threats, or there was threats like a year or so ago about potentially shutting down NASA. Because the fact of like that not a lot of money's being put into it, because all the money's being put into other things or whatever. And so because of that, there's like a lot of these other private companies that are obviously capitalizing on it, like SpaceX. But I think SpaceX is not. SpaceX and a couple other private companies are not interested in the betterment of science and like pushing the boundaries and doing things like that. They are, but like their primary function for SpaceX is going to be ferrying people to space.
Yeah.
So like I think SpaceX is specifically like pushing the technology farther, because they're like, we want to be able to like
get a cruise liner up there.
Yes. We want to be able to like make a spaceship bus and then have people stop off on the moon real quick and then come back home and make money on it. And that's or to one day potentially, strap a ship full of people and ship up off to Mars. Like that's SpaceX's goal, I think.
Yeah.
And that's it. Whereas like NASA's obviously like trying to figure out like, collecting data and all that kind of. I think there's some other companies are kind of
on exploration and research.
Yeah. Well, so that's what I'm saying.
It's a tandem type deal. You got to have one to have the other.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm saying. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with like the pushing and pulling of both sides to help better.
I don't want it to be commodified.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think if NASA is to shut down and it just becomes privatized, it's all going to be just capital, like all capitalist, moving forward, making money on it, and that's all it's going to be.
Corporatized.
Yeah, corporatized.
Oh, God, that is awful.
And that's what I'm saying. I hate that. So that's what I mean. Is like I like the push and pull of like, I think this Artemis II mission may be that push, because like SpaceX has been like, SpaceX sent a rocket out to space, brought it back, and then was able to like land the rocket back in its launch pad. I'm like,
that's cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you talk about 50 years ago, that was like unheard of.
And now, impossibility.
Exactly. And now we've like landed not only did we send the rocket up, but we also like landed it safely back down. That's impressive.
Progress.
Exactly. So I think that I could be wrong, but maybe this Artemis II mission is maybe that like, hey, we're still relevant. We're still NASA.
Right. You better be.
Put money into us. Because if not, it's going to be corporatized.
It's baffling to me. Like, I get we still have issues to work out, like, down here.
Yes.
But the fact that we aren't putting as much effort into space exploration and possible colonization is insane to me.
I agree with you,
like,
but it's
I
also
feel like that should be one of the top priorities.
Yes. And I think it could be that, it could have been that way, but I think that we're just busy shooting ourselves in the foot.
Yeah.
We had a handful of different Apollo missions, many of which land on the moon. We walked on the moon, many of which you don't hear about, which I think is what drives the propelling theory of the moon landing was fake, is that people just thought we went up there once and it was all for publicity, which is not the case. Moon landing is real, and you can fight me on it.
Right.
There's a lot of things that I feel like after that took place, I think that people's focus was on like more like quote unquote more important things that were here on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
More important. I don't want to say more important. Our leaders deemed more important to fight over.
Yeah.
Cold War, Vietnam, all that stuff,
and then what's happening.
Yeah. And of course, everything happened in the early 2000s with 9/11 that happened, the whole global war on terror and all that stuff. Like, so, anyways, it just gets to a point where like,
what are we doing?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like and this is why. Oh my gosh, you really got me riled up now.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like
on one hand I'm like, what are we doing? But at the same time I'm like, okay, but like, what are we really doing?
Yeah.
You know,
there's a moment where I know that right now switching everything over to electric cars is not going to be the end all be all solution. Mm-hmm. But I do think that in the long term, I do think that electric cars and batteries are probably the way of the future, but people are stuck in their ways. And I think there's a lot of fear mongering going on with like the mining of lithium, and the production of it is more harmful to the environment than mining for oil, which I think is right in the short term. It may be more, it may be not as good for the
big picture.
It may not be good in the small term. It may be. It may actually, be kind of worse for the environment in some aspects. But in the long term, though, I think it's going to help us out, because once you burn oil, once you burn gas, that's it. There is a finite amount of oil and gas that we have inside our planet,
right?
And there's no getting it back. Once it's burned, it's burned. And so not only are we ruining like the atmosphere by mining all of it, but it's also like there's no getting it back. Whereas the sun why not we just harness the power of the sun? And I think that
definitely needs some development.
And I think the thing is, I think
utilize it.
It has. The effectiveness and the price of solar panels has gone down a lot over the past 5 to 10 years because of the fact that they have put they've made the pieces to make it very easy to produce, which makes the price go down.
Right.
So like you can get a solar panel for pretty cheap, which is awesome. Yeah. And I think that batteries, again, yes, batteries are expensive to make, but also they last longer. So you can charge a battery for like 10 to 20 years.
Yeah.
Like especially some of these car batteries. And even if you get like a less of a life than that, I'm almost certain that like the materials can be recycled in the new batteries, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I'm just like, it's that kind of stuff. Where like we will continue, older generations will continue to say, I currently had an argument with an older generation, a boomer, about this very same thing. They're like, no, you're wrong. Oil is the best way to do it. We need to mine all here in America. And I was like, no, we do not.
Yeah, that. Okay, what then?
Right.
What about when it's all gone?
And that's what I'm saying.
Because I mean, the rate at which this shit naturally occurs takes fucking forever. Even if it is renewable, it's not gonna be within several lifetimes.
And again, whenever you start to crunch the numbers about how much we burn on a daily basis in the U.S., it all of a sudden gets pretty and again, and there's no getting it back. Whereas again, this is also the thing when it comes to like car batteries. We have like a mostly closed loop for car batteries. Your car battery dies, you bring the car battery into your automotive shop or whatever and go, I'd like to buy a new battery. They can fully recycle the old battery and they give you a discount on the new battery. That's like every place.
Yeah.
AutoZone, O'Reilly's, Advanced Auto Parts,
Walmart.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
Is that they recycle the battery to make new batteries, and then you get a discount on the new battery. That's the closed system. So if we like establish a same sort of thing with like, EV electric vehicle batteries and do some sort of like, some sort of like closed system like that, where like we can start to recycle the old batteries to make them the new batteries to like keep this process going.
Yeah.
There's a potential for you to have like I don't want to say infinitely renewable, but like more renewable potentially than oil.
Better self-sustaining than what we currently have.
But again, so I think we all, as the regular people, like I said, this other person that I like was having an argument with, we all get to argue about it, about, what our political leaders are telling us. Mm-hmm. But the real reason why it's not changing is because they have money in it.
Yeah.
A lot of these big people
too deep in too many pockets.
Oh yeah. Right now, instead of the dollar being based off of like the price of gold or whatever, I'm almost certain the dollar is directly correlated to how much oil is right now.
Yeah.
And the global economy works off of like oil and gas trade. That's like how the world works right now. And it's like, anyway, it's just that kind of stuff. We start getting to like, and so I went on that long tangent, and I apologize. Yeah. I digress.
No, I mean, it's cool. I feel like more than a few people would feel the same way.
Yeah. But it gets to a point where it's that kind of fighting is what we start talking about. And again, if we could get to a point where like all of us are like, okay, we've settled this. It's the same thing we talked about how do we all unify together? We need some sort of external enemy to come and...
The Reapers.
Yeah. We need some sort of, like, if we had an alien force to come and threaten threaten not only America, but, like, the world, mm-hmm. I think that all of a sudden then, like... But even then, I still think that they would find a way...
Independence Day type scenario.
Yeah.
Where there is now a global threat.
It is now humanity versus...
It doesn't matter where you're from.
Yes.
If you are human, you are on the list.
Yes.
You're going to die.
Yeah. Then I think we would all ubiquitously come together and have
That'd
like the Earth Federation.
Yeah.
But at that point, but what I'm saying is like I don't think that would quite work out. Mm-hmm. But because of whatever. But
we would have to have a continuous supply of common enemies.
Yeah. Right.
Build the common enemy factory, please.
Yeah, right. But that's what I'm saying as well. Is like I think we will always have little bickerings to like distract us from other stuff. We will always have political drama, and
after we kill the Batarians, then we can start taking some steps toward the right direction.
Yeah, then we'll be in utopia, I think.
Oh yes. Yeah. No more four-eyed freaks around.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But anyway, it's the same thing with like America right now. America is so divided politically, quote unquote, because of like their tribes. They are like, let alone other countries outside of the U.S. We can't even rub shoulders with
president, something warned against two-party systems.
Something. Yeah.
Right, fucking.
Tell me if you haven't heard this before.
Exactly.
It just gets to a point where like that, where it's like right now we can't even like, let alone another foreign country, we can't even like rub shoulders with each other and be okay with it without like causing a knockdown, drag out fight, scream match.
It's ridiculous
from both sides. I'm not pointing at any one side. It's both sides.
Yeah.
So it's that kind of stuff where like once we can kind of get to a point, if we could all just like, I don't know, but I know that probably will never happen. But maybe one day it will.
Perhaps Kumbaya ain't so far off.
Yeah. Maybe it'll take another Great Depression, another World War to reset us all and go, okay, maybe we should chill out a little bit.
Just get things back into perspective, all right?
Not saying I advocate that I want that. I'm just saying like maybe,
Yeah. If it happens, it happens,
right?
Like,
all I'm saying is after the Great War, things were...
pretty chill for a while. A little bit.
Yeah, but anyways, I just think that it's I think that what we're doing right now towards space, I think is in the right direction.
Yeah.
Something. Do I think it's the answer? Do I think it could be more? Yes, but I'm also happy with what we have.
Like our probes and our telescopes, I'm happy with those. They're cool.
Very cool.
Giving us a little peek at what's out there, but man, I want us to like go out there and do stuff.
Yeah,
that is also cool.
Well, right now, like I had said a little while ago, for the first time, we have 4 astronauts from different areas. I think one was from Canada. I'm not sure where the other ones were from, but we got 4 people that got into a rocket and have gone the furthest that we've ever gone before.
Mm-hmm.
Humans have gone before. And that's cool and scary,
achievement.
And that's something. So I'm like, I mean, that's
a new record.
Yeah. I'm taking what we can get, and that's what I got right now. So,
these crumbs will have to do.
Yeah, but one thing I will say, as a graphic designer and as a person that does design for a living, mostly, the Artemis II drip is dude.
It's pretty good.
The logo of the planets with the figure 8 of the path and all that.
That's so good.
The font is so good, dude. Their new orange spacesuits, so sick.
Primo.
The patches they got, dude. The whole thing. The photos they have of all 4 of them standing up, and they're all like lit.
Oh yeah.
And like there's a shadow cast over their side. Like it's like this. I mean,
it's fantastic.
Every aspect of it. I was like, bro, this is so beautifully done. So good.
It's perfect.
Though, like, I don't want to call it this because it makes it seem like it's a movie and it's not real. But like the launch trailer for Artemis 2,
yeah,
dude, I was like,
dude, that's nuts.
This shit's real, dude. This is so cool.
We're doing stuff.
We're doing it. Well, sorry. Hold on. Well, let me get off my soapbox real quick.
Armchair world economics and what have you.
Yeah. But how about dinosaurs, huh?
Dude, they're fucking cool, man.
Yeah, cool, dude.
I love them.
Yeah. I love them. Yeah. I would say let us know what you think. But to be honest, like I don't. You don't gotta say all that. You don't gotta comment if you want to say anything.
This has kind of made me want to go back to the original Land Before Time and
dude,
check that out.
Yeah.
In addition to like just a lot of old Don Bluth movies.
Okay.
Like Secret of NIMH especially.
I never watched that one.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, that might actually be what we're watching next.
We gotta find. Is it? We gotta see if it's streaming somewhere.
Oh, it's for sure on like.
If it's on Hulu or something.
Disney.
Oh, okay. If it's on Disney, we got it.
Yeah.
Secret. NIMH.
NIMH.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Yes.
Yeah, dude. That's.
I may have seen clips of this. I don't think I've seen the full movie. Though.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong. I've seen the cover at the very least, but I think I've seen. Maybe I'm thinking of another movie because I don't think I'm looking at little pictures here and there, and I'm like, I have no idea what this is. Yeah. Anyway, but I've seen the cover of it. I've heard of it. I've never watched it though. It's good. But yeah, I'll put it on the list. But anyways, thank you so much for listening and getting involved with this show in any way that you do. Leave us a comment if you can. We have comment sections on Spotify and YouTube where you can leave us your responses and just talk with us. I really appreciate it. I try and stay involved out there. On any of the other podcasting platforms, it's The Aftermath. But if you want to go on YouTube, at Hindsight Studios is what you can type in the search bar. And you can find us there. Be sure to subscribe, like where you can. Much appreciated. And until next week, thank you so much for listening.
See you.
Bye-bye.